I would definitely say that it became more clubby before I made indie music. I was into indie dance and new wave. I had several bands. And when I came to Berlin, I discovered that huge and bright club scene. And I remember when I was for the first time at Berghain, and yeah, I was just overwhelmed. This had a deep impact on my music. Yeah, I definitely would say that it became club music, my own music, yeah. It's different all the time. Sometimes I just hear something and it's something that's in my mind and it needs to get out, and I'm fierce to bring it down to like into a track, a pattern or whatever. Sometimes I just have visions of tracks. Sometimes I hear noise or a sound somewhere in the city, and then I just record that and make something out of it. Sometimes I have a color or several colors. Sometimes it's a jam session I have with friends or by myself. Most of the time, I have to say that it's just an inner feeling. I can't really say or express what it is. It's a feeling I have inside. It needs to get out. This is, I think, most of the time there is this feeling. So it's really hard to describe that, but it's all about emotions. It's really interesting to talk about electronic music and not like to specify that in particular, because everything is electronic right now. One of the biggest pop productions and songs ever, like from the late 80s and up to like 70s, 80s, 90s, basically are all electronic music. I don't know, I can't imagine not being surrounded by electronic music. No matter if you do pop music, hip hop, techno, house music, it's all electronic. It is what it is. If you have a listen to my album Hermetica that came out last year on DFA Records, I'm not only specifically into 80s new wave music. There are so many different genres, like also ambient music and slower, weirder stuff. I am totally into everything. Love to be surrounded by different kind of music. It would be so boring if I would only listen to 80s new wave or techno or house music, dance music in general. Everything needs to be in balance, and I think this is also what people need. We are like surrounded by radio hits that are like really forward all the time, it feels like sometimes, and even techno and rave. So I think ambient music is the right balance to everything. Well, I would say that it's really important that you give a shit about what other people do instead of getting into a competition with them, because it's not about competition in music at all the time. Rather benefit from each other. Maybe somebody knows more about you, about this kind of technique of producing stuff, whatever. Sometimes it takes several years. You should be really happy, and this is the only thing that matters.